Hello there, Internet. Mogwai here, and I got another Legends of Runeterra video for you guys today. And today we're playing Unstable Voltician, or as I like to call him, Unstable Politician, as this is the deck right here. It is a mid-range list built around the Mage Seekers, and as I just said, the Unstable Voltician, which is a 5-drop that got buffed in this recent patch, and nobody is really playing. So I wanted to try him out, and was ultimately extremely happy with this deck, as I got some sick gameplay for you guys today in high master rank, as we're facing all sorts of meta decks with what seems to be, in my opinion, a very strong and the way to build Mage Seeker Demacia with Piltover and Zaun as a support region instead of the variant that I showcased a couple of days back with Ionia and Karma. So why are we playing Unstable Voltician and why are we not playing Heimerdinger is probably what a lot of you are asking yourselves right now. The reasoning for this is that I've stated this since like day one after the patch. I believe Heimerdinger with Mage Seekers is counterproductive. And while it's ultimately not a bad deck, because Heimerdinger does synergize really well with Lux and Flash of Brilliance, it is a strictly worse version of the more standard variant of Heimerdinger Lux Control, which utilizes spells like Succession and generally a much more spell heavy based build to guarantee synergy with Heimerdinger and enable us to, if we have him in hand, always play him on turn 5 with 3 spell mana backup. So we can get those Flash of Brilliances and other spells going on and we can get the turret value, right? If we combine Heimerdinger with Mage Seekers, unfortunately we are in a situation in which two cards kind of like butt heads, if that makes any sense. What I mean by this is that Heimerdinger and Mage Seeker Insider don't really get along. It messes up your curve in a very, very nasty way. The main reason why you want to play Mage Seekers with Piltover and Zaun as a region, by the way, is because we have access to Unlicensed Innovation, which, yes, is a strictly worse version of Remembrance, but it is another 6-mana spell that we can really afford to go for on turn 3 as it is purely proactive, and thus it kind of like guarantees that turn 4 onwards our Mage Seekers will have the boost going on for them, right? So in this deck, if we're playing it with Heimerdinger, turn 3 we're going to go for Remembrance or Unlicensed Innovation, our 6-mana proactive spell, and then turn 4 we're going to start wanting to go for our Mage Seeker plays. The reason why we do this is because we want to have a turn 4 6/5 or a turn 4 2/3 with 4/3 with Challenger and some sort of like 2-mana spell backup as well. If we do this though, we reach turn 5 in which our Heimerdinger has no spell mana backup, which means we have to play him naked on the board, and that is extremely vulnerable. Like, we have no way of protecting him, nor any way of really generating value off of him with Flash of Brilliance, for example, as we haven't been able to build up the spell mana because of our turn 3 and 4 plays, right? So, due to this, while the deck can work out because you do have several options and sometimes you're not gonna draw the Insider, you're gonna draw Heimerdinger and vice versa, it is just a strictly worse version because of this. It's just these cards don't work well together, and Heimerdinger is better off with the standard variant of this deck, which arguably is a worse version of the Heimerdinger Karma Control, which I deem as, you know, one of the more top tier competitive decks, right? So because of this, I took a different approach. Instead of focusing on building a Heimer, or what I believe to be a worse version of a Heimer Lux deck, I went with a big beefy mid-range list that utilizes Unstable Voltician on turn 5. Voltician does not really care as much about having spell mana backup, and is really, really neat in this deck because now my deck is comprised of big boy dudes, as I'm gonna go ahead and label them, with the Mage Seekers and the Voltician, who capitalize on my pretty much guaranteed turn 3 6-mana spell play. As from that point onwards, our single combats are extremely powerful because we have really high statted units at our disposal. And not only that, running a couple of judgments which work really well with Unstable Voltician due to this very high attack stat, we're able to board wipe and even surprise elusive matchups with a full set of Purify, which can enable some very neat tricks like going for a Purify on an elusive unit and then getting our big boy dude, going for the judgment and clearing out the other elusives as they go for an attack. You know, there's a lot of neat things that we can do here. Relentless Pursuit, rally support in general is really strong along with our big units, and especially with the unstable Voltician due to his quick attack keyword. And ultimately, the plan is to just play really high efficient, high statted units between turns 3 and 5, and then go with Lux turn 6 onwards and just generate crazy value, pick off the opponent's board, out-muscle them, and take them down for the win. And this deck has proven to be really, really competitive. I was able to climb through Masters in a very clean streak, and I'm going to showcase the gameplay that, you know, was that. I'm not even sure what word I was going to use there. Basically, the gameplay that I'm talking about is what I'm going to showcase today in said climb. Sometimes my English is terrible. And yeah, man, I really like this deck. There's a lot of thought put into it. I spent quite a bit building this a couple of days ago. As you guys can tell, we have not only these cards, but we also have a couple of back-to-backs to enable the final spark at burst speed. Back-to-back can also work really well with Relentless Pursuit. And we have Riposte, which may seem a little bit weird here, but the reason is because we have a total of 9 2-mana spells with Mystic Shot, Purify, and Single Combat. We're able to combine it with Riposte. We can do something like Riposte into Single Combat with Lux to not only clear something for, you know, without taking any damage with Single Combat, but also to enable a final spark. It's very important when you deck build around Lux to think about how your spells are going to be chained together and how you can add these spells to add up to 6, right? So because we're playing so many 2-mana spells, we had to run at least a full set of a 4-mana spell, at the very least. And Riposte really works in that sense. And that is the deck list right there. Thanks to Mystic Shot and Purify, we also have a really strong matchup against Demacia-based builds, as we're able to... We have a lot of tools to basically deny their barriers, right? Which is really important for when we go on the offensive, and also from a defensive standpoint to ensure that we win the overall trades. And yeah, man, this deck has just been killing it, so I'm really excited to share with you guys. Hopefully you enjoy the games that I got for you today, and hopefully you give Unstable Voltician a shot, man. It always feels really rewarding when you take out a card that nobody plays and put in the work with it. So yeah, hopefully you guys are a fan of that. And that's all I gotta say. Have a soul day. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for daily Runeterra content. I got some neat decks coming for you soon. I'm coming up with some really cool things, like even a VOD Jib Yeti deck, which you know, I just finished deck building and I'm gonna test it out today on stream, and I'm pretty excited for that. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the matches. Have a soul day. I'll see you tomorrow. Like, we're not a control deck, really. Like, this is, even though we're playing Lux, we're not really a control deck. Okay, so I think we do a full mulligan here. Flash of Brilliance could be neat, but I'm gonna mulligan it as well, as we're fishing for. we want to find our remembrance or our unlicensed innovation. Bird? No bird. No bird. That's neat. We do find Remembrance.
Flavor and spice.
War Chef without a 1-drop to yeah, War Chef without a 1-drop is a very slow start, which we're very happy with, as we're gonna be able to go for the Remembrance here. We do get the Challenger, which is neat. He could have a riposte, so we're not going to attack. Now when he has 4 mana, a barrier or something, so we're gonna make use of the pressure that our Challenger leads to, and we're gonna pass and make him like he floats that mana, sure, but I'm pretty sure that was not his intention.
Discipline and steel.
Sure thing. Because now if he does have a riposte, I can use the Swift Fling Lancer as a blocker, and I can use the Mystic Shot too.
No one goes hungry.
Alright.
Eyes bigger.
We're down to 14. We're taking some damage, but this is where we start to regroup here.
My time has come.
I'll write my own story.
Alright. I was hoping for the Radiant Guardian, but I'll take the cavalry too.
Strength and grace, beauty in the blade.
Show them what we're made of. Everywhere I go, the light follows.
We're gonna play Lux with the barrier.
Follow my lead.
Run them through. Hardly fair. Met with steel.
What could have been? Too.
Don't get in my way.
Developing this Lux here is really neat. We're in a situation in which now I would like to go for like a 4-mana play. Like I could combine these two, but it doesn't make as much sense. It does. Like Mystic Shot into Relentless Pursuit. Like I want to preserve Mystic Shot for when if he wants to go for like a 4 Demacia or something. We have back-to-back as well in case that's what we want to go for. We're not really gonna run out of gas with this hand. So the way we lose this game is if we get out pressured.
Approaching the battlefront.
I'm gonna play the Swiftwing. Sorry, the Vanguard Defender, just to make sure I have my blockers online.
For the glory of Demacia.
I think I want to go for Unlicensed Innovation here.
Pushing my limits.
We're tapped out, but we're not vulnerable to a Relentless Pursuit.
Harry, report. Aha! Bring in the heat.
Lucian is shut down, and at this point, we're looking at a pretty solid board state.
We'll save Demacia from magic.
Demacia doesn't need saving.
I'm gonna drop the Persuader. There was an argument for me.
Break their spirits and their souls.
Okay.
I see all. You can't outrun justice. Right out.
Illuminate the enemy.
Even if he were to have a judgment, back to back puts in the work here.
No closer.
But at the same time, like we're not in a huge need here too, because we have Relentless Pursuit as well. Okay, so he does have a judgment. Okay, so that will go down. This deck doesn't tend to play Judgment.
My journey continues. By the light!
Who wants a taste of progress?
We're gonna play unstable politician here.
They dared revoke my license?
We're looking at lethal with double. I mean, I don't know how he could. I mean, he could purify here. Sure.
They feared tomorrow, the fools.
May as well hold on right now. We have the Relentless Pursuit, but what if he has another Will of Ionia? Like I'd rather or something to deal with this. I'd rather keep these Riposte. Like I'm not in a huge hurry here. I'd rather have like a bunch of mana to back up my units.
To me!
Magic corrupts Demacia from within.
Your Demasia's nothing like what I know.
We just outvalued them. Budini. Interesting. It is a sibling war, huh? I like the single combat. I'm only gonna wait Lux though. Ba-da-da. Is there an argument for keeping Lux? Lux is a pretty important card at the end of the day. Aren't 3 innovations too much? Maybe 2 is enough. That's definitely something I've been pondering for sure. What are you gonna do with Unstable Voltician? Well, I'm gonna play him on turn 5 and attack with him. That's my plan. Oh! Oh my god.
You're covered.
He's gonna get the free attack here.
My steel is yours.
Banish the unworthy!
I'll stop you.
No, you won't.
My duty is done.
Okay.
Our ancestors are watching!
The sun is shining. We should too.
Voltician would have been nice.
Long path to get here. Into battle with hearts aglow.
Injustice!
Discipline and steel! wants a taste of progress. The halls are born with plate in hand. Raise the banner! Lift our spirits! Testing! Oh, please. Glory unrelenting. Where are you going?
Voltition for the win. Nice. Alright, let's see how the elusive matchup goes. I did drop one Purify for the progress day, so hopefully we don't regret that. Let's drop the Riposte for now. Let's keep the Flash of Brilliance actually. I'm gonna keep the Flash of Brilliance because if we do find Lux, it's basically a free level up, a free final spark, all that good stuff.
Silent as death.
Banish the unworthy!
You cannot escape.
Twin Discipline? That's fine. That's fine. I like that Purify there.
Everyone here?
There.
Go!
Magic has no place here.
Alright. Calm down.
And they said I was dangerous.
I'm gonna go in.
Extra hands never hurt.
They dare provoke my license?
It will be done.
I like it.
They'll never see me coming!
These are dangerous lands.
Let the light guide you.
Down from the trees!
Illuminate the enemy!
Looking for this?
The Yordle here's with me. Pushing my limits!
I think Katarina is an excellent one-off in Ashe mid-range. Can really help you out in the control matchups, which is the worst matchup by far. So combat is nice to have, but I'm gonna do a full mulligan here and search for this. This is one of the weaknesses with this deck, though. Whenever we face Ionia, if they have Deny in their opening hand, they can just shut down the Minions play. And while that has not happened to us yet, it's gonna happen eventually. It's gonna happen eventually, and this game could be the case. I'd love to see like a monk here actually, or a shadow assassin would be better.
You name it, I'll nick it.
Denounce magic.
He has a Deny. 100% has a Deny. We still go for it though, because he maybe 90% has a Deny. Yeah, he really telegraphed it there, which is why I went with the other play.
Alone, you see things as they truly are. Tread lightly, strike hard.
Contain the arcane. Careless.
All right. So double Deny.
I need no weapon. Everywhere I go, the light follows.
We'll bring peace to Ionia, whatever the cost.
Does he have a Will of Ionia? I feel like at this point I gotta make plays. If he has Will of Ionia, he literally has an answer for everything. Okay.
Pushing my limits! By the light! Ah, silence.
I got the goods.
Illuminate the enemy! Into battle with hearts aglow!
Just borrowing.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Going to the light! The sun is shining. We should too.
We'll save Demacia from magic.
Demacia doesn't need saving. Let none disturb my meditation.
They fear tomorrow, the fools.
Tread lightly, strike hard.
Insolent cur.
That's how you do it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Hey bro, change your Twitch profile to show that you stream Runeterra instead of Gwent. Love you, bud. I don't know how to do that. Like, I don't know what you're referring to when you say my Twitch profile. Because if I go to my Twitch, it says, "Hello there, I'm Mogwai and I stream card games, mainly Legends of Runeterra." Like, what Twitch profile are you talking about? Like, I don't know what this is. Like, I keep seeing it mentioned. Okay, so wait, let me actually. My mobile profile. I don't know how the mobile profile, like, I don't even know. This seems to be a, you know, an aggressive deck with Draven and Darius though. That's interesting. Smart for him to attack first. Anything but Radiant Guardian. Come on, baby. Give me a cavalry or a flying Lancer, dude. Cavalry or Lancer. Come on, baby. There we go.
You won't get past me.
Their guilt is evident.
Mages can't hide from me.
That.
Stand in. You can't outrun justice.
Of course I'm ready.
Alright.
Backfired.
It's your boy.
First big mission.
I could play this. Probably should, right? I could also just play you. Not overcommit. So that next turn... I mean, next turn I want to play Lux anyways, right? I'm gonna go for that
All
instead.
magic is dangerous. So too are mages. I'll do better this time.
I'll take the hit from Draven.
Insolent cur.
Time for the moneymakers.
Alright. That's all damage that could be going to my face.
They got past me. My call.
We can do this!
We can do this!
Blood for Noxus.
Party's over.
War is no game, brother.
Axes coming right up.
I've been hiding my light too long!
That's pretty underwhelming.
Shine with me!
Yeah, this is a problem. I could just die here.
Now we're cooking.
He got us. If we had a judgment, this would be a different deal. But I don't think there's anything we can draw, right? It also really sucks that we pulled 2 of these. Like we had no outs. Okay, so it's not technically over though.
What's my name? Draven out?
Eyes peeled. Reporting in.
Strike for justice!
Won't find better this side of the sun.
I know I have Purify. But if I Purify, he attacks and he goes for the axe and he kills me. So I need an alternative. Which means I need to go for this. Beautiful, 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 beautiful.
Okay, ready.
Hold back the darkness!
Gotta be kidding me, dude. You had a vision? Dude, how can you top deck like this? Holy shit, man. Oh my god, man. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Should have waited for the attack phase and die to him passing? I can't, no matter what I do. That's insane.
Stay safe.
That's insane. He literally, wow, he top decked like crazy, dude. That's nuts. So many BM opponents? Yeah. I think I'm just gonna mute everybody. Just from the get-go. Alright, so Judgment is not bad. But I am gonna move her away for now. Let's see if we see Bird. So basically, for those of you who are wondering, like, first of all, why did you not wait for the attack phase? Because I'm at 2 health, which means that all he needs to do is pass, and the 2 casts kill me. And for those of you, go for Unlicensed Innovation. The same thing happens. If I go Unlicensed Innovation and he just passes until I force him to trade in, to attack, right? Like I was put in a checkmate position there, basically.
I am one with the land.
Like there was nothing I could do. Not when he drew specifically like that, but because the fact that he had a vision in his hand for the axe is nuts, dude. Like he had the exact cards to just guarantee lethal there.
Save your worlds. We speak with Blaze.
honor of House Laurent.
Their guilt is evident.
You're covered.
Let them eat swords. En garde! Who goes there?
I will end this here.
Strike without worry. Everything I've worked for.
Denounce magic.
Justice will be served.
Everywhere I go, the light follows. These woods protect their own.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Let's brighten up their day. For justice and all things bright. La 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 la.
One banner, one destiny.
Better, brighter than before. For justice and all.
You have no alibi.
You have no alibi.
My crew. No more holding back.
No.
Protect and strike.
Insolent cur. You look guilty.
Never back down from what you believe.
I'm gonna keep Lux safe.
By the light!
Strike for justice.
And they said I was dangerous.
I fight for the fallen. Stay back.
I had to go for it. Hope he doesn't top deck like some sort of like.
You will be scoured from this land.
I will keep us safe.
Hope burns on. Virtue guides me.
the banner! Lift our spirits!
Okay, he's gonna top deck an Ionia card.
To the field!
That's not a judgment. That's not a judgment. We don't care if it's a judgment anymore anyways.
Strike down the corrupted! Look out, magic!
But if it is, we don't care.
I will end this here.
It is a judgment. Oh. I got it.